You are now tuned in to Respect the DJ podcast, coming to you live. Welcome to Respect the DJ podcast. I'm your host, DJ Junebug, alongside DJ Khaled.
Yes, sir.
Today, we got DJ Nah Boogie in the building.
Yes, sir.
Boogie.
Straight from Queens down to Orlando, right?
Yes, sir. Queensbridge to be exact, though.
Oh,
Queens
QB.
Bridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
QB.
shit. QB.
What side you on, the 41st side?
Nah, I'm on Vernon. I'm on
Vernon side.
Yeah, I'm on the Vernon side. I'm on the back side.
On the backside?
I'm on the back side.
Yeah.
I know a listener right now, Jay Johnson, Queensbridge.
Yeah, QB.
Anytime we go somewhere, it's Queens in the house.
QB.
I'm like, the bridge is over.
What's funny is me and him know the same people.
Oh, wow.
So when I first met him, he was the one that like put me on and everything. But when I first met him, he was like, "You're not from Queensbridge?" So he called his people like, "Yo, you know him?" They're like, "Yeah, we know him. He used to be bad and all that." I'm like, "Oh man." So
Shit, that's why I moved out. I didn't want nobody to know I was bad.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Damn, man."
Yeah. But all right, that's what's up. We appreciate you coming by, spending some time with us. But
All
Yes,
the
yes,
time,
yes.
brother. That's nothing, man. Light work, man.
tell us a little something about you, how you got your name and when you started DJing.
Well, Boogie, that was just like a childhood nickname. So that just came about, just Boogie. Then my real name is Nashim, a
Okay.
Muslim name.
Okay.
That name actually came from, I don't know if y'all know, he used to be a producer with Diddy.
Nashim Myrick.
Yes.
I know all my shit.
Him and my dad were close friends. They used to be best friends back in the day.
Okay.
Okay.
So he told my dad, my dad told him, like, "Yo, I'm going to name my son after you." So that's my name.
What's up?
Yeah, Nashim.
First time I ever told that story, by the way. Nobody knows
That's
that.
good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what's
we're about.
I never told
We're
that
giving
story
a
before.
platform to the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Give them their side of stories, you know?
Nah, I respect that. I
No
never
one-
told that
no
story.
one's doing that, you know?
Everybody got a story, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes people don't respect you because they don't know your story, but they don't know what you've been through or what you did to get where you at. You know what I mean? And like I said, everybody has a story, and it needs to be told. It needs to be heard, because then everybody will look at you with a different light.
Oh, most
They'll
definitely.
understand why you are the way you are. You know what I mean? And things like that, where you come from. If, for example, I'm from the projects, I got trust issues. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just about growing up in the projects. You know what I mean? You trust no one. You have to prove me otherwise and then I'll trust you. You know what I mean? But those are the stories you want to hear from everybody. So we appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah,
what I mean?
no problem. I started DJing around 15, 16. My first like actual time DJing, because my dad was a DJ too. My first time actual DJing, my dad, he was doing a barbecue, family barbecue. So I was like, "Yo, let me get on."
Those are the best ones.
I know, but my dad was like, "You blend this song, don't ask me to get back on." So he was like, "You get on, I'm going to walk away." And from that day on, I learned how to DJ. I learned like the 8 count, how to scratch, everything right there.
Wow.
Then from there on, I was
Good
like,
for you.
just wanted to do
So,
it.
what brought your family over to Orlando from Queens?
Well, my family is still in Queens. I'm the only one in Orlando.
Oh, you're the only one? Okay,
Yeah, I have a cousin, but you know he's
Right.
work,
Okay.
family life, everything. So
So what brought you to Orlando then?
Right.
just better living. You know, I feel like it was a better opportunity for me at the time.
Right.
So
How long you been in Orlando?
I moved here when I was 21, going on 22. I'm 28,
Okay.
so I've been here for a little bit.
All right. Almost 10 years.
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Get my
about,
feet wet.
about to be a Floridian.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel like one now.
You're getting that stamp pretty soon.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll be going back. I'll be cold as hell. Like, it's 60 degrees. I'm like, yo,
It's
it's
cold.
cold here.
I love the cold. I love the cold.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to go.
I don't know about that one, man.
Little something. I could deal with the 60s, you know, low 70s. That's perfect.
That's
Deal
perfect.
with the
Yeah.
50s.
50s. 50s
I got a closet in Florida full of coats and jackets
that I need to
that
wear.
I need to wear.
Anything
To
under
go
50,
with,
keep me
to
away
go with
from
the
it.
Timbs.
To go with it, right?
Every color
It's
I
Tim
need
season.
to wear.
It's coming around. That Tim season. That's for sure. But so you basically told us, you know, how it all started for you, you know, with your pops and stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna take it as you started with vinyl then.
Yes. No, take that back. I started with CDJs.
Okay. So the
I had
next step, yeah.
Denon 900s, whatever. And I'll never forget. I came home from school, and we used to practice in the basement, me and my dad. And he had the technique set up.
Okay.
I was like, what are these? He's like, this is what you need to learn on.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. So man, when I first got on it, I was like, this is
rough.
impossible, bro. Like, but that gave me like a a big respect for like the real DJs that was doing it before me.
Right.
'Cause I'm like, dude, this is like totally different, slower. Everything is like you really controlling it with your hands versus CDJ, you just pushing and stopping and
Right. Gotta change the record, put the record on.
Got that extra
You
step.
gotta
Yeah.
add that record.
Yeah, man.
Change the record.
Right.
Clean the record if it's dirty.
Yep. Needle, you gotta. I'm like, Jesus
Dust off the
Christ,
needles.
dude.
And way back then, we'd have put a fucking penny.
Oh yeah, so shit don't jump. You know what I
But
mean?
she won't jump.
Yeah. Good times.
Very good times. That's why I still have mines.
You and me both.
I mean, I'll say this.
I have a denim. I have one. It's actually in the box right there. It's
I'll
one.
say this, though.
I can read the other one.
Techniques is good for the house. When you gotta carry the motherfuckers around,
Yeah,
dude.
but back then we had real friends used to carry our equipment
Yeah, just to
and
chill.
our records to get into the club. We don't got those friends no more.
Oh no,
They
dude.
all fucked up with their backs.
Nah,
Arthritis and shit.
If I had to carry records now, I wouldn't DJ. I swear to God.
Yeah.
No way hell. You carrying 6-5 crates, and then some clubs DJ booth is 2 stories.
I remember seeing you last night. You was 3 stories up high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine with crates? Oh no.
Yeah,
Hell no.
his
Hell no.
DJ booth like 3 stories high.
Oh damn. Where was it at?
It was Gemini.
Gemini. It's a hookah lounge
I haven't been there.
on Waihasi side, right? Waihasi.
Oh, I see.
Oh
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I haven't been to that spot yet.
I just go because I park a handicap. It's right there in the front. I don't give a fuck. I got my tag.
That's from carrying the fucking crates and shit.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
need
your
to
back hurt. See what I
I
mean?
need to sign up for my shit. Yeah, man, old arthritis coming in. Shit. So I guess you say your pops mentored you, I guess, coming up, or was there another DJ that took you under his wing and was like,
Oh yeah, I had 2. I had my pops. He was one. He taught me like everything, the basics and everything, blending, scratching. And then my second mentor was DJ Big Ben.
okay, I know Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ex heavy hitter and all that. But he was the one that like taught me the concept of being an open format DJ,
Okay.
how to work the club.
Yeah, because he transitioned well into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He taught me how to be a radio DJ
Okay.
and be a club DJ. How to differentiate it,
Yeah.
be different with it, and man, everything, man, from business wise to everything. Like that's a guy like I really, really look up to. Like I wanted to be a heavy hitter back in the day because of him.
No, of course. Yeah. Big Ben was doing his thing, especially on the club side in New York.
Oh yeah. hell yeah.
But he was doing open format clubs.
Yeah, he was a disco DJ.
was-
before
yeah, he was
a
doing
hip-hop
that.
DJ.
I remember because he was doing some huge venues in New York, and it was all open format. People you would never think you see in the club, you see in one of his parties. So, salute, shout out to
Oh,
Big Ben.
definitely
Yeah.
salute, man. That's big bro, man. Anytime like I don't know, I'm going through something, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. He always tell me, like, man, just keep thugging it out. Remember, you're open format DJ, so you can go anywhere.
Right.
That's why it was.
We
Not
just-
to say that we need
just
Big
had-
Ben.
right, we need
Yo,
Big
Big Ben,
Ben.
if you're watching,
Yes.
we
Oh,
need
we
you to
get
come
him on,
through.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just had DJ Austin's not too long ago, and he mentioned about
brother.
Yeah, he mentioned on your name and about that you're not changing, but you're going into that open format way of DJing as well.
Oh yes,
Stuff like
definitely.
that. I think he also mentioned if he was to leave town, he might leave you
To
his
cover his spot,
cover his
yeah.
spot. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
That's
He's the
good.
one. He's the one that actually like kind of like brought me under his wing in Orlando.
Okay.
He was like the first DJ to really like give me the shot
Love,
like that.
Right.
And he's the one that introduced me to Jay.
Okay.
So yeah, I always tell Ars when I see him, like, man, you
right.
put me on. Like, I know. I'm like, all right. Back in old nonchalant, like, all right, man, whatever. But I always give him his props, though. Always give him his props.
So you say your pops? You don't mind me asking, what's your pops DJ name?
He was Hitman.
DJ Hitman.
Yeah, he was more on the producer side,
Okay.
but he, you know.
We'll get back to that producer stuff.
Okay,
You know
but
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
he was
Okay.
more on the producer side, but he loved the DJ. That was his
Okay.
first love too. So, so I was like, oh, all right, just fell into place for me.
That's what's up. It's always good when you have somebody like that who can
Oh,
actually,
definitely.
show you the ropes and you continue the legacy.
That's always a good thing.
I had this shit. Load that ghetto shit. Growing up.
Yeah.
Load that ghetto blaster music.
Why you playing that shit?
I'm 10 years old, is into, Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out, Marley Marl,
Yeah.
The Magic, Awesome 2. And I'm like up to like 5 in the morning with these tapes, trying to record the
record it,
shows,
yeah.
everything. And then in the morning, Sunday morning, get my ass in trouble.
Staying up
You
late.
was up last night all night, right? That's that ghetto shit.
It's not too far
Back
from me.
then,
Though.
everything was ghetto shit.
Yeah, everything.
It's not too far from me though, because I used to when I was first coming up, just to get like the radio air, the DJ on the radio, I used to record other DJs from different cities, different times of the night.
Right.
I get up, hit record on the computer, and go back to sleep,
You know,
and
it's,
just listen to it in the morning.
it's crazy because I moved out here in '93, and I remember when Flex was on, I think 103, then came to 97. But at one point, he had everybody underneath his wing, meaning that Rare Alert had a show there, Chuck Chill Out, Marley Marl, everybody had a show underneath Fun Flex, who's to carry records for some of these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember catching a lot of my style of DJing, because remember, I'm originally from Jersey, moved out here. When I moved out here, there was a lot of that bass music going on. So I wanted to bring that culture of hip hop that I'm from, and I follow a lot of stuff that Flex was doing. And what I mean by what he was doing, he was playing the best part of the record, you know what I'm saying, and going to the next. And I used to get the only complaints, yo, why you doing that? You cutting the record, all blah, blah, blah. But now you go to a club, they doing that shit.
Oh, it's worse now, dude.
Well, 'cause the attention span now is terrible. That's what it is.
But even on the old shit, like, I was like, damn, Bug, I was having fun and you cut that shit off. Sorry, but you came back the next week.
Right.
All the
Came
quick
back the next
mixing,
week,
man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's
Strong
up.
out right there.
So who's the first promoter to put you on and be like, oh, I'm gonna trust you with my parties and continuously, book you and stuff like that?
Oh, definitely Jay Johnson. Jay was the first
Good for
ever.
Jay Johnson. He put a lot of people on.
Oh no, he definitely do, man. He always look out for me too, man. Like, even when I was like going through it personally, man, he used to like, bro, just let me know, like, I got you, whatever it is, man.
Jay, if you
Get it.
could, give us a check, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put you to work early.
Shit, so who you think is more important talking about promoters, the DJ or the promoter?
Personally, I'm gonna say the DJ.
Okay.
Reason why I'm gonna say that is because realistically, a club owner could come up to you and say, "Hey, I need you to do the whole night. Whatever, cool. Don't worry about the people getting in. We'll bring them in.
Right.
We got our own street team." Now, what I say about the promoter, well, he's somewhat important, is he brings the tables. However, you can undercut that as a DJ. Is okay. Now the parties I'm doing with promoters, I'll go to the tables and introduce myself. Yo, come to my party. I do it on this day. Then now I got the tables. And then you got your whole party by yourself.
Right.
And back in the days, there wasn't about the tables.
Oh,
It wasn't about the
Yeah.
bottles and stuff like that. It was about the club. You know what I'm saying? Who came to the club every week and every week and show you love.
Right.
It wasn't about the promoter. It was about the actual, seeing the DJ who whipped the shit the following week, did it again. It wasn't about the bottles. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we had bottle girls back then.
No, it was.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think we had bottle girls.
We're not here.
we did?
Not here, at least.
I would have been in more trouble. We didn't have bottle
Oh no,
girls.
absolutely,
I'm sorry.
absolutely.
I love my wife. But I'll
no,
tell you
no,
one
I-
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have
Disclaimer.
bottle-
Disclaimer.
yeah.
Disclaimer. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
my wife.
I love my wife.
Right?
But if we had bottle girls back there, I wouldn't be married right now.
I'd be. I don't even want to say what I'd be in, but I'd be in trouble. I might get in trouble just saying because I would be in trouble right now. I'll get in trouble right now when I get home just for saying that I would be in trouble.
Just in case you know, yeah, I am drinking. I'm playing the alcohol.
I feel like
I'm
y'all
a
generation,
Jamie
though.
Foxx. I'm
Y'all
playing the
Blame
generation-
it on the goose.
Y'all generation definitely had the best like era of DJing though.
Yeah.
People was actually dancing and having fun. Versus now it's like a
alcohol. The telephone's out.
yeah status. Who popping more bottles? Who's looking at each other? Like, y'all definitely had it way better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that.
Right now, it's like, who's taking the most pictures?
Yeah, basically, that's really it.
Snapchat, TikTok.
Snapchatting.
Yeah.
True that. So right now you say you've been over about 10 years in Orlando.
Yes, sir.
How many nights right now you DJ in a week?
3.
3? That's good.
I used to do 6, but I'm
6.
like,
Got tired now.
yeah, and it's like I said, I'm trying to transition to the more open format scene.
Okay.
So, not trying to say I'm staying away from the hip hop, but I'm like just trying to
No.
back out.
Why
Let's
not?
keep
Why not?
it a buck because
Yeah.
you're gonna make more money off of doing open format. Hip hop.
I mean,
It
open format
sucks.
DJs, I mean, they're getting the bigger checks. Right?
Absolutely. There's you're playing better crowds. You know what I mean? It's just it's terrible to say, but hip hop is what EDM DJs make compared to hip hop DJs is
Right.
next
I mean,
level.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Even Fun Flex started playing Spanish music. Never played Spanish music.
Right.
He was strictly a street hip hop New York DJ.
Yeah.
Well-
He had to go to that market to get that money too.
I also feel like now this generation of DJing, me personally, I feel like on the hip hop side, it's not the same anymore as far as playing records in the club. So the reason why I say I'll do an open format, because yeah, I can touch the hip hop, but if I'm doing strictly hip hop, I mean, you know, you've been out, you hear it like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
the music is terrible.
Yep.
And then like I feel like these kids, the attention span is so short.
Yeah.
Everything has to be like banger, banger, banger,
Yeah,
banger, banger.
yeah.
There's no like filler records
Yeah,
or there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
like transition into something.
Nothing.
Everything has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why like bottle popper clubs and stuff. Like I'll do it once in a while because I can still do it.
Right.
But I would turn down a lot of those gigs though, and I would do like a bar or something because I have more fun. I could play 90s hip hop.
Yeah,
and
because
then go back.
there's people there to chill, lounge, and there's really no expectations. They want to hear some good songs, some good music. They want the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you're doing, like you said, the bottle popping shit is just a bunch of young kids, like you said, who could pop the most bottles. You know,
It's sad to say the most bottles and the most fucking pills.
and yeah, you know what I
Because
mean? Who
they're
got
not-
the scissor?
right,
You know what I mean? And
It's a lot of pressure on DJ too, man. A lot of DJs want a minute. It's pressure at them young, like bottle popper clubs. 'Cause they don't want to hear. There's no filler record.
Right.
now they want banger
Everything
after
has to be
banger after
banger.
banger.
And then now, I'm in a generation. You know, I learned from older DJs, but now I'm in a generation where they do random quick mixing. So to give you an example, they'll go from a BBD song to Now We in Drake, the very next song. So it was like, okay,
Yeah, and that honestly, that bothers me.
Put your mic closer. Yeah.
Like you were saying, that bothers me a lot because I go to clubs sometimes, and like you said, you can play a BDD record, then you play the Drake record, and then you go back into another old school record. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you just did?
then they're Latin the next. You're
Yeah,
like, wait,
exactly.
hold on.
Wait.
Like, where
There's
am I
not,
here?
there's not 3 old school records or 3 reggae records.
Yeah.
It's like jumping everywhere, and I'm like, I'm looking, I'm watching the crowd like, they gotta be on pills, they gotta be on something because shit, this will not happen in my generation of DJ.
Yeah, because sometimes you should play, if you're going to play a couple dance hall, play 4 or 5 joints, because, you know, you got a lot of island people in the club and they want to hear a little consistent.
Right,
You know, they
right.
just, all right, first joint, oh shit, he playing this. Oh, that's, you know what I mean? Like, by the time they fill in the dance hall one, you want some next.
Yeah, like I said,
You know what I mean?
I'll go and I'm like, oh shit, they playing a 90 record. Okay, cool, I'm feeling it. And come with some fucking Latin record, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And then the next record is a fucking Drake or something like that, or
Yeah, you like,
Pop
how did we
Smoke
just
record,
go?
right? Or Pop Smoke
Yeah,
record.
it's
and I'm like,
it's too much of a roller coaster of.
I'm like, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost on that point.
But that's now like, this is the new sound for them.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna transition to the open format because I don't want to play like that. Because it just doesn't make sense for me, and I won't have fun.
Right. Now you do play in a spot every Sunday, rooftop spot.
Yeah.
How long?
Arrow.
You been, how long? Arrow, right? Arrow, yes. How long you been doing that?
I only been in residency there last 2 years.
That's 2 years.
Bernard been doing it for like
I-
12 plus years though.
Yeah.
You know, I never been there.
Really?
Never been there. For some reason, Sundays like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It just
Sundays is
don't-
more chill, but I
It's chill,
started
but I
when
can
Bernard
never-
started it. I started there with Remington, and doing it, you know, back then because he used to do it on Valentine's Day too.
That's when you used to open it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
Yeah,
Actually.
he used to do like a special for Valentine's Day and shit like that. But I haven't been out there in a minute myself.
Again, I mean, I see the videos. I see the pictures. Damn, why I'm not there? You know what I'm saying? The next day, you know what I'm saying? Why I'm
Yeah,
not
you
there?
forget, sometimes you forget. You know what I mean? Sundays just kind of like chill for me. You know, what
I
mean?
think honestly, I think the reason why, because it's in downtown. Sorry. I think because
There's
in
probably that
downtown.
too, but
That, but I would say Arrow, like not bigging it up because I DJ there, but
No, it's
just
okay.
speaking regularly.
Arrow, we can use a check too.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I'm saying like, generally speaking, like if I was off on a Sunday, I would go to Arrow because
Right.
Arrow's chill. They're playing everything, so it's
Right.
not like you're gonna be feeling like you're in a club environment.
Right,
It's very
right.
chill, rooftop. You get the weather, everything.
Right.
So
I guess you could say too,
People-
a
yeah.
Arrow staple is my brother D Rock. Shout out to I am D Rock.
Gee,
oh, that's my brother, man.
He's an Arrow staple. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Him and his socks.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, Arrow is cool. It got a cool little vibe to it. You know what I mean? And you could say Bernard started the Sunday parties too. You know, he was spearheading that, and then a
I
lot of
remember him.
people jumped on
I remember him early.
the day parties. You could say. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
I think the early 2000s or late 90s. He had this spot,
Four fighter.
Fighter.
I know my
At
shit.
the airport spot. Remember at the airport spot? You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
that was at
When
the
I'm coming
airport.
up,
It was
you know
him.
what I'm
That's when Remington
saying?
started.
Remington started, right?
Yeah,
And stuff like that. Those were good vibes.
that was a
right
good.
there.
That was a good little spot. That was a good
Remington,
little
my
spot.
brother, man. I love that
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
man. He always gives me game. And
I just I hit him up like 2 weeks ago. He's like, "Are you asking me? Or you telling me for the podcast?"
Both.
I'm doing both. Just get your ass here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got always had the last word. You know?
Always.
Always.
just like Jay. Jay the same way. You hey, okay, Jay, okay. Like, all right, Jay, I'm leaving alone. Everybody know Jay. They know exactly what I'm talking about with that dude.
Yeah. So if you when you started with, because you started on both CDJs and vinyl, do you remember the first record that you bought or single or whatever it was?
Yes, I actually bought. I'm a big Kanye fan. That's my favorite producer.
Mm-hmm.
Not rapper,
Right.
favorite producer.
Right.
So that was my first vinyl. I remember I bought it was College Dropout because I bought two that day. I bought the College Dropout and I bought Ludacris Chicken and Beer.
Okay.
So those are two records I remember buying.
That was in New York.
Rock and Soul. I used to
and Soul.
work there as an intern.
Did you?
Okay.
Okay. I used to love rock and soul.
Yep. So I used to DJ there. They used to have DJs like play on the weekends while like people would shop and stuff.
Right. Right. Right.
So I used to DJ there and like say for DJ Cole out, they'll call me like, "Hey, you wanna DJ?" Shout out to Tunchi.
Right.
Miss
And they're
Tunchi.
still open.
Oh yeah.
They're still open.
I love rock and soul. They used to have the acapella records. They used to have.
I used to call up when I moved to Orlando.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, where's your bootleg section today?
Yeah.
What you got going on
Every
this
time.
week?
Every time I go to New York, I would go definitely rock and soul. I used to go to Beat Street.
B Street.
There was another one in Manhattan. It was on the Lower East Side. Downtown Records
on records.
was a good. They always had some dope promos in there, but definitely B Street in Brooklyn, not the one in the Bronx. The one in Brooklyn. The one in Brooklyn was like, because that's where they used to press the bootlegs. If you ain't know, so you used to
Okay.
get them shits fresh out the press.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
That's
yeah,
where they just had the white label on it.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
You had no clue that was in
No
there.
clue what it was. Just
You got
play
home
it.
and played that shit. Oh shit!
I know that was on it. I was looking for that fucking song, but yeah, the one in Brooklyn was popping.
That's when like DJ Clue and everybody was taking shit from the studios and getting that shit pressed
Yep,
up.
and getting fucking death threats and shit.
That's how I first heard 50 Cent How to Rob.
I don't know, okay.
Mm-hmm.
My dad had it, but it was a white label. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I heard it. I was like, "Who is this?" Oh, that's 50 Cent. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, let's be clear. Some labels, record labels, will send what they, and we call them white labels, if it came from the label. You know what I mean? But 99% of the time it was a
It
bootleg.
was bootleg. Okay.
It was the wrong feature on the record.
They have the wrong names.
they
The wrong-
thought it-
The labels would be on the wrong side.
They thought it was the so and so, and it wasn't so and so.
Well, that
else.
and then the dirty would be labeled clean,
Right.
And then it'd be opposite.
and then you go to play the clean shit, and you're like, oh shit, they cursing. They got...
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
good old days.
Jesus. The anxiety I'll have, man. What?
I'm telling you, you got PTSD from that shit. Playing a kids party, next thing you know, they
They
say
cursing.
all the curses.
Nah, that's
Shit showed
crazy.
up. So if I like to ask everybody this, so if it's what's a music genre that you listen to that nobody would expect you listen to?
I would say it's called like disco funk, future funk.
Okay.
Okay,
So like
Clinton?
Contrada and all that.
all right, yeah,
Duck
I know
Breath.
what you're talking. Yep, that's
Like kind of what Drake just did.
it's vibes. Yeah, it's,
Something
it's
like
like it's a vibe, is what it is. Yeah, it's not
It's like future beats.
you just
and all
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that. A lot of people won't even know that. Like, you listening to them? Like, yeah.
trust me, we all listen to some shit. Like I'm searching for something new all the time to listen to. You know,
Me, older music. Just keep looking. This is the old shit.
Just
I don't
old
get tired
shit.
of that.
no, I don't get tired of that, but I always want something new. You know, I just started listening. I probably got like a good 6 months ago. The music from not Afro beats. Damn, I can't believe it. I'm a piano.
I'm a piano. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I grew.
That's big right now.
I grew heavy into that. Like when it first started, popping. I guess that's one of my problems too. I'm always too far ahead sometimes.
I think that's every DJ's problem.
And you
Yeah,
want
we
to play
trying to-
some shit, and it just doesn't work yet. Then a year later, another DJ come and they playing it, everything's popping. You're like, what the fuck? I was just playing that shit last year.
And you didn't like it.
And y'all ain't like, right,
Oh,
exactly.
that's all the time, man. That's with every record. So, trust me, I'm used to that one.
Any DJ you had a pleasure working with that you would say it was a good night?
yes, the seasoned DJs.
The season DJ. Yeah.
I mean, we have some up and coming DJs that's like very dope,
Right.
but it's that disconnect, man. Where,
Right,
you know,
right.
one want to be the headliner, but they got booked to do the opener, so they feel like they got to prove themselves. Mm-hmm. Now you got to come and restart the whole party.
Right.
But I'm the type of dude. Listen, I ask the other DJ, you want the prime time spot? Cool, I'll open. I'll give it to you.
And that's what we was just talking
my
about
God,
it with Arsonist. I prefer to open.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cause you really set the tone of the party.
Well, that's what I tell people all the time. Why you like to open? Because number one, I could play whatever the fuck I want. Mm-hmm. Number two, it's the hardest part of the night because I have to keep everybody there.
Yep.
If I don't keep people, if they don't come and they don't start drinking early and having a good time, then I'm not doing my job for you to come and close it. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I can make or break the opener.
Yeah.
I mean, I got opener credit. Like, you know, I'm seasoned, so I know what to do there. I always feel like I have a rule. I have a 10-minute rule. So before the opening, well, before the closer get on, if I'm opening, I would just slow the party down a little bit. So that last 10 minutes, I'm playing nothing but R&B.
Right.
So then when the closer come on, he could just go.
Yeah, go in. Yeah.
But now if you one of them DJs that's being a dick or something, oh no, I'm going to leave you on the high end,
On the high end.
then let you figure it out.
Man, you got to restart it. That's all it is.
But a lot of DJs don't know that.
No, that's
They'll
being-
keep following your path, and then
And that's not a
everybody's
good
sitting
deal.
there calming down now,
Right.
and they panicking. Like, why nobody dancing? Nothing. Just look what you did.
Yeah.
You reading the crowd.
You could say you done fucked up. you done
Yeah.
fucked up.
But like he said, everybody, you know, nowadays they want to show out.
Everybody want to be
They
a
want they
superstar,
shine.
man.
Yeah, they want they shine.
Everybody want to be Jordan. Nobody want to be pimping and robbing, man. That's the problem.
Right.
It's the biggest issue.
Yeah. If you could be stuck in one music scene, what would it be?
Music scene. I mean, I would say era. If I had to grow up in any era and DJ in any era, I would say 80s, 90s.
80s, 90s?
Y'all had the best, man. From the women, the cars, the clothes.
I mean, a lot
It's
of
still
stuff's-
around.
A lot of stuff's come back anyway.
Set the
No,
tone.
but y'all, the creators of it. Y'all created the fashion and everything.
Yeah.
And like, we're just emulating it,
Yeah. It's full time.
basically.
Yep.
Y'all really had the best ever, man. Seriously.
It
Hands
was,
down.
it was good in the 80s and 90s. I mean, 80s I was still a kid, but 90s was great.
It just looked fun. Like, I see y'all, I'm watching Beat Street and all of this. I'm like, damn, it look fun out there. Y'all, we don't do none of that.
Right.
We don't even have a hip-hop movie
We really
right
were
now.
outside back then.
They was outside for
This
shit,
generation doesn't even have a hip-hop movie.
doing shit. Yeah,
Y'all
that, I
got
don't-
Juice, y'all got Kids, Beat Street.
I can go on.
Breaking.
New Jack,
Breaking,
New
yo.
Jack City,
New
Boys in the
Jack.
Hood,
Crush Groove.
Crush Cruise.
Groove.
Yeah, but New Jack City
Paid
was in a hip hop movie. Come on,
That shit was a hip
crack
hop.
era.
That was a crack era. That was a hip hop movie. Yeah,
And they made it a genre,
The
so
soundtrack was it. The soundtrack made it hip hop,
Yeah.
but
that was. I don't care what you said. That's like saying Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Die Hard is a motherfucking Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody say.
but you're right. We did have you said Crush Groove, Breaking, Big Street. Shit, what else we had? I watch Breaking every year. I mean, I'm not Breaking. I watch Beat Street every year during Christmas time.
do you?
Every fucking Christmas
That's a Christmas
time.
movie, too,
Christmas
shit.
movie, yeah. I just
Yeah.
it's just watching. It's like watching. I watch that and I watch Warriors once a year.
Yeah.
I watch both of those movies once
See,
a
we
year.
don't even have that in our generation, man. We got Step Up. We got dancing movies. Like
You got Stomp the Yard and
Stomp the
shit.
Yard and You Got Served.
You got yeah. There is no hip hop
Like,
movie.
we don't have like
Well, I guess some of you could consider your era. And to me, it's a hip hop movie. It's paid in full.
Yeah, it was a movie.
I kind of
It was crack era.
But it was crack era.
It was
Yeah.
crack era,
It was
but it was
it
straight
was
hip
our
hop.
era, but
Straight
it was
hip hop. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
hip-hop.
You can't get more hip hop than that shit.
I guess.
But that's it. There's not, and you're right about that. There's nothing really.
But again, was it a hip hop movie, or just the artists that were acting is hip hop? Because think about it.
Mm-hmm.
B Street was about the music, the breakdance, the culture.
Graffiti, yeah.
The culture. You know what I'm saying? Crush Groove was about a record label,
Mm-hmm.
about the artist coming up. You know, Breaking, again, culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Juice, even though I had some
Some extra shit going
some
on.
shit going on, but it was about a DJ
About a DJ battle.
or local DJ.
Yeah. You ain't
The
know what
local
a
DJ, yeah, exactly.
But the local DJ.
Local DJ.
You know what I'm saying? But again, it was a hip hop film.
Right.
So like I said, I don't like with the New Jack Cities, the Painfuls. Those are more like the crack era, the the crack era, that kind of era kind of movies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Crack.
Is it?
It was at the time though. At the time where the music was out.
Yeah.
It was just like
That was it. That's
gave you that feeling, man, like that. You knew exactly where you was when you heard that beat.
No, for sure. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I lived on the 29th floor. I lived in the Polo Grounds in Harlem. So
Jesus.
from the Polo Grounds, salute to Harlem. I always rap Harlem. Wanted to name my son Harlem, but my wife didn't let me. But that's a whole nother topic. Anyways, I used to live on the 29th floor.
We gotta talk about that too, by the way.
And I used to, but anyways, we was up so high, we get a nice breeze, and it was the crack era, right? And I remember at that time, like with New Jack City and stuff like that. In that time, in the '80s, those Jeep Wranglers was it, and we had our dealers, which I'm sure was either Rich Porter or one of them Alpo, because I lived in Harlem and shit, and they used to run raw bass and DJ. I used to hear that shit every night. It Takes Two. Every night. But I can close my eyes.
Just the guy in the corner with the rock shaking like
right.
this. This is that shit.
Yep.
This is that shit.
I can close
That
my
real
eyes.
raw bass.
and then remember it. You know what I mean? Like, so, because my window faced Rucker Park. You know what I mean? So I remember, I can close my eyes now and remember the fucking Jeep every night playing It
It's
Takes
like
Two.
145 area, right?
No, I live in 155th.
150.
All the way up
145
until-
is like
yeah,
down the block.
yeah.
Okay.
I live right there, and then underneath the bridge was the rooftop. So I remember I grew up in that whole era of the rooftop and the block parties in Rucker Park. When it first started, with the basketball and everything like that. So, but I can vividly remember every night that damn Jeep Wrangler. So imagine how loud the shit had to be. If
Yeah,
I heard it on the
29th
29th floor.
Oh, he probably had 12s and everything
Oh,
in that damn
that shit
Jeep.
was
Oh,
was
man.
There was no seats in the back. No speakers.
it was all
All
speakers.
speakers.
He supposed to be Puerto Rican.
I don't know what it was. I don't know, but that shit was loud. You know what I mean?
He was from Spanish Harlem. He came down.
He came out to the west side. Came to the west side to make noise and shit. But yeah, man, it was a good era.
You saying the crack era was a good era?
No, it was a good era
For music.
for music.
Music.
There was a lot of
Shit.
money made too. A lot of millionaires came out
Oh,
of that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And they all coming out now from prison, and they still got money. You know what I mean? They still got money. You see them like, dang, he look good. He doing good already. Coming out 20, 25 years, and they still, you know what I mean?
Sitting in the closet all them times.
Yeah.
Rewash the money.
Right. Yeah.
In the war.
Came
Know the
out.
game.
Came
I
out.
lived here 20 years ago. Can I go in?
I need to go in there real
Can I go in
quick.
for a second?
You know what I mean?
I left something behind.
But you heard Smokey, he got a company for that too.
You want to wash your money. Talk to me.
Yeah, they.
Oh, shit.
What do you think about people requesting songs in the club? Like, does it irritate you? Does it depend on what they requesting and at what time? Or
For me, honestly, sometimes it actually helps me a little bit.
kind of puts you, it
Yeah,
moves you
because
to
sometimes I could be deep in something or just overthinking something.
it. Right.
Then somebody will come up like, yo, can you play this? I'm like, oh,
I was why I didn't
I
think
wasn't
that.
even thinking that.
Right.
Then I'll play it and then it will really start the party. I'm like, oh shit, all right, well, maybe I need to stay here and then
Right.
build up from there. I don't mind requests. It's just the annoying when they keep or they stand right there. Like, you gonna play it now? Like, all right, dude, like,
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get to it.
yeah, I'm gonna
What,
get to
what
it.
about that local artist who's trying to give you that new record to play?
Oh no, I don't.
While
I
the
don't,
shit's packed.
I don't do that.
He's trying to airdrop you a
I
record.
don't do that. I'll turn you around straight up. Like, yo, you wanna play your record? $200. Like, damn. Yeah.
So you will play for $200 without even hearing it.
Well, I'm gonna listen to it regardless.
Uh-huh.
And if I find the right synth in it or something, I'll try to bring it in, but I'm not gonna just slam it because you just gave me $200. Like, nah.
Right.
And what I do, I got a rule. I'll keep the money right there.
Gotcha.
So if I don't get to it in the amount of time you
take the money
think,
back.
take your money back, bro. No problem.
That's good. Because I would put that shit in my pocket. Fuck that.
Oh no! But after they see this, he gonna be making about $200.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So we
Like,
need 20% of that.
nah, but we cut the check.
Cut the-
So
But no, I mean, that's good because if you leave it there, I mean, shit, it'll be in my pocket. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause at the end of the night, I ain't play your shit. I'm sorry, next week. Come back next week. I'll have you. At 9 p.m., I'll make sure the opening DJ or myself will
Rocks
play
it.
your record for you.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's not that serious for me. I don't do it for the money.
Okay.
I actually love DJing, so the money will never be an issue for me. That's why I said, take your money, man. I don't care. I'm gonna get it back regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Might not be tonight or tomorrow, but
Get it
I'll
back.
see the $200 again.
Right,
trust
right,
me.
right.
So
That's good. That's good because, again, a lot of people say, fuck it. I'll take the money.
yeah,
You know what
no.
I'm saying?
Yeah. And they won't even. They'll just play the shit. They don't
Right.
care if the party gonna get messed up or nothing.
You about the, like you said, you love DJing. So you about the culture.
Oh yeah,
know,
that was the
that's-
first rule my dad always taught me. The party comes first.
5 people, 10 people, 100 people.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Party
Yep.
comes first. Don't play for yourself. It's very selfish. A lot of DJs do that. They get up there and get one track minded.
Yeah.
And it
Actually,
happens.
last night, dude, let me got to go there, but I'm gonna go there real quick. Last night or the night before, I can't remember what day it was, but there's a DJ was out there. I can't remember. I don't know his name. I see him once around.
Which is
here.
fine. Yeah, we-
And I don't know his name. Really, don't know his name. You know me, I'm Juma. I'm gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got DJs I don't
You know what
like
I'm saying?
either.
It's just it's a good DJ. He just not has vision. And like he said, you play for yourself. When you play for yourself, you're not playing for the crowd. If there's that one person there, 5 people in there, 10 people, doesn't matter.
right.
You're playing for yourself. And it's good when you're home playing for yourself, but when you're in an actual club or an event or something like that, you gotta have control.
Right.
I got a 5 to 10 rule though. If I
5 to
see
10
5 people doing this, are they dancing? Like, okay, we can stay here.
That's it.
If it's like under 5 people, just that one person doing this, it's me and him doing it. Nah, I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
else.
Now you got to go with the majority.
I gotta go somewhere.
You
else.
know what I mean?
That's
It may
crazy.
not. It may not be a popular song, but you got to go with the majority. Whoever's feeling it at that time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and that goes with reading the room. And so there's a lot of DJs that don't read the room. They just stuck in their laptop. You know what I mean? You got to come up sometimes, take a breath, look around, let a song breathe. You know what I mean? And see, where you could go next. But
Yeah, because it's so easy to get in your head where you're like, I'm playing for me now.
yeah,
Like,
I made this playlist and I'm
I'm
sticking,
sticking
to it.
Yeah, it's so easy to do it because
Right,
you
right.
know like 1, 2, 3 when I'm gonna play. But
Right.
it's like when you look up and you're like, okay, let me switch it up.
Right.
Let me switch it up. Then I'll come back to the playlist. I go back out, do it like that. That's how I DJ. I might play 2 for you, then 2 for me, and then
Right, right.
1, 2 for you.
I still gotta have fun too. So
Right.
I mean, I can't be up there bored
Yeah,
either.
those games back in the kid. 2 for me, 1 for you.
Uh-huh.
3 for me, 2 for you.
Always getting that extra
Getting that extra.
shit. What you got, John? You got
Yeah,
something?
real quick. Not Boogie. Are you on the radio out here?
I used to be. I was interning, but it wasn't
Interning?
really
What-
working.
for what
me.
station?
I did both. I did 95.3 when it was a hip hop station.
Okay.
Then I did 104.5.
Okay. The beat, that was the beat, right? Okay.
So I interned both.
Now, you still interning both? Or no? I mean, well, 95 closed down. 95 is done.
Yeah, 95 is done. I'm working with the program director at 104 now.
Is it still D Strong?
Yeah, it's still D-Strong.
D
but
Strong, if you out there and you listening or you watching, I need you in this
come through.
podcast. I know you got stories.
Yeah, you got
man,
some
he's-
stories.
Him and Livewire, man, those two.
Lara will be here soon.
Yeah.
So I remember when D Strong was an intern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
I remember.
We've been around a long time.
Yes. I know D Strong was no intern. He was trying to get in the club.
That too. But he used to intern at 102 Jams. You know what I mean?
That's good because, a lot of DJs, in our city, you can hear them on the radio because, mixtape era is done, basically. But you can't go to a club to see them, you won't hear them on the radio. And they keep on putting out, for nothing, they keep on putting the same DJs on the radio. And there's other DJs out there that could bring something different to the
Yeah.
radio scene. You know what I'm saying?
But-
I always wanted to do a future flavor show like they did back in the days.
Right.
We have a lot of talent in Orlando.
No.
in
Yeah.
our city.
Yeah. All around.
All around from DJs, from
Producers, artists, DJing,
everything.
all around. Yeah.
And not for nothing, I always felt, and I say is like Orlando's like a big fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Everybody comes here, fucks Orlando,
And
and
leaves.
leaves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they come right by us, go to Miami.
Yep.
Or from Miami, they'll drive by again, go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, talented people, are from this city.
And
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
there's some
And a
that
lot
that
of-
moved out and you don't even know they from Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, a lot of the industry come to Orlando to record their albums
And chill. Yeah.
and chill. Well, not really chill. They go to fucking Disney or whatever.
Right, for family things.
Fucking Disney, I want to check too. Fuck that. We can't check from Disney too. Why not?
But now I got a love and hate about that.
About
Because about people leaving and staying. Because I love that, yeah, you get on, you grinded your way to get on and everything. What I hate is it's a lot of egos. But I look at it differently. I look at it as, if I know you can do something better than me, I will put you in that position.
Right.
Because one, you can make money off of it. Or two, depending on how loyal the person is, they're going to make the money for you regardless.
Right.
Even if you don't even ask for them, they're going to, yo, thank you for the opportunity. Here, take something for that. So I always looked at it like that. That's why I never understood why the older DJs, some older DJs, not all, like they just wouldn't put nobody on.
Yeah, that's always been a problem. I remember, like I said, I've been here since the early 90s. We had built our brand, me, Kared, and there was another partner we had back then. And I think we bought one of the originators from that era to bring hip hop to Orlando. During that point, it was a lot of bass music, freestyle music, stuff like that. And when I kept being on the scene in terms of my regular club scene into the mixtape game, anybody who was trying to come up, yo, you want a DJ? There you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that.
Right.
Because if I don't do that, why am I showing the next generation?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why no one can ever say that Junebug never gave him a shot. Junebug didn't do this. Junebug was greedy. Nah, we all ate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the problem here too was there was even now there's a lot of DJs, or even back in the 90s, there were a lot of DJs that were doing more clubs than the radio DJs.
Right.
Those DJs need to be on the radio, or should have been
Like,
on the radio.
example,
You know what I mean?
Way back when SRC first started. During that era, I had the mixtape game on lock. I'm talking about people hosting my shit that you didn't even know about, and they became household names.
Right.
The Pitbulls, the Akons, the Manos, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And SRC and a bunch of everybody A&Rs used to have dinners to come out to Orlando to see what's going on in Orlando scene, whatever, because it was a big scene. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be going to these dinners. And around the table, I'm the only street DJ there. I'm not on the radio. I lasted on the radio 2 days because I was playing my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about playing my own shit, playing what I think is hot, not what the radio person has saying is hot. You know what I'm saying? But getting back, everybody around the table was on the radio. And once I walk away, I will hear the next day from the A&R, whoever came by, yo, why niggas I hate on you for?
Yeah.
You're on the table. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand, I'm bringing the energy to the club and to the streets. You just on the radio. You just getting during that time it was only 407. It was a 407 in 321 back then. And I think
407.
It was just 407.
Yeah.
I think now we have a new area code now. But again, you would just getting listen to 407 area code. Because if I lived in the Point, I'm not even hearing you. You know what I'm saying?
You in Tampa at that point. On the
Right.
Tampa station.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's like basically, I got the streets, I got the clubs. Nigga, bow down on me, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got stories
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
I
It's just
won't
basically-
mention their name until they come on the podcast, but I got stories too where I'd be like, because I was doing the mixtapes too, but I was back and forth to New York, so I would be in, for example, shout out to Rob Love. He was the VP of promotions for Def Jam. You know what I mean? Real close, real man. Talk about a real good dude. You know what I mean? Even with his status and his position and the things he's done for hip hop, I still talk to Rob to this day. But I would go up to the label any day I wanted, because what they used to do in New York is, I think it was Fridays, they used to give out the promos. So that's when the DJs could go
Come up and pick
up the records and shit. But
I was mad at you.
I was good.
I had to get my shit on Saturday. That's their shit to me.
I was good. I was good at every label where I can go up to every label any day of the week. You know what I mean? And just chill, because I wasn't thirsting in there. You know what I mean? Like, I was chilling. So one day I was in Rob's office. Rob had this big corner office, windows and shit. You know what I mean? I'm in his office chilling, legs up. We just talking shit, whatever. A DJ from Orlando walks in, right? Oh, Kared, you, yeah, I
surprised.
fuck
Yeah.
with the same people you
Right,
fuck with.
right.
You know what I mean? I put in the work too, and stuff like that, and it still don't. It's not like a hand back, like to pay it forward.
Right.
You know what I mean, with the amount of work, which is, and I say it to people all the time, which is different. And I always hate to do it because we're in Orlando, but it's different in New York. If you was a mixtape DJ and you had the streets on lock, you know, the stations, Hot 97, what it was, they was calling you, even if it was for an overnight show.
Overnight show.
It didn't matter. You know what I mean? There's like, oh, you know, that's how Camilo came up.
K
You had
Slade.
15
K-Slade.
DJs on one radio station, and they all were
Eating.
hot,
And they all eating.
And even if you had 2 hip hop stations, then you had the other half of DJs in
And
New
they
York,
all eating.
All eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
You know, and-
absolutely.
You know,
Coming
the-
back to the radio thing in Orlando, like, y'all keep on bringing the same DJ. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's other people out there.
yeah, talented
You know what I'm
DJs,
saying?
man.
Talented DJs that
Yeah.
can play everything. Same as well, open format or hip hop, whatever you want to call it, or
Right.
whatever
Right.
your station's about, they can play it.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And if you don't give that chance to that DJ and you're repping the city, you're not repping the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate when they say, "Oh man, these DJs are doing blah blah blah." I'm like, yeah, but you on the radio.
Right.
You not in these streets. You don't hear these
Right.
DJs just killing it.
Right.
They playing better than some of y'all.
No, absolutely.
But if you give them the opportunity, this is what I said. Scratch your back, I scratch yours.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I can give you another story too. Another DJ. If we get him on the podcast, I'll approach him about it. But I won't say his name right now. He was doing some clubs and stuff, and I approached him like, "Yo, what's up?" Because he knows me from the '90s. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Yo, what's good? You know, you got any nice whatever?" I'll come in, I'll open because I like to open. Just you know, put me on or whatever. He was like, "Yo, Correct, you got to give me a demo."
I had that same shit happen to me here.
I said, what? Like, I've been DJing longer than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to test me, you want to see, just let me come in and open. If you ain't if you don't like what I'm doing, whatever, then just keep it 100 with me. I'd rather you be honest on why you're not booking me.
Yeah.
But don't give me the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Like, and give me the runner. Oh, you got to give me a demo, and this is fuck you mean I got to give you a demo. You know what I mean? Like, it was,
you used to come to my nights. Nah, I
yeah,
gotta give
exactly.
a demo.
You know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, me and Junebug been around a long time. I got a lot of dirt on a lot of people, but I'm not the type of person, I don't talk nobody's dirt. Even if you my enemy, I keep your fucking secrets. You know what I mean? That's just me.
Shit, that's not me. Fuck that.
That's just me.
That's why we got this show. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the same way with my generation, but it's just like it's for them, my generation, there's no principles.
Right.
No principles. They don't care about respect. They don't care about none of that. They want to get on now. So any way they can,
And they don't care. It lasts tomorrow, finishes tomorrow. Starts today and lasts and finishes tomorrow. They don't care about that.
they don't
don't
care.
care.
As long as they got put on. That's all.
Last 24 hours,
Yeah.
they was that dude. That's all they care
24
about.
hours, exactly.
So it's
Terrible.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, though.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
To the
There's-
point, I quit, man.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you gotta just, and that's happened to me too, where I just walk away from it, and people be like, "How can you walk away from it?" Because I love it, and at the end of the day, I still done a lot more things than any of these DJs will never do. You know what I mean? Would you want it to be like an everyday career? Absolutely, but I love it too much for it to, you
For it
know
to
what I'm
hurt my
saying?
feelings.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. So
I
I
ain't
could
gonna let
walk
it
away.
break my heart.
Yeah, I could walk away at any time, and I'll find something creative to do because I'm a creative person, so I have to keep my brain going. But yeah, man, that I guess that leads to the next question. Like, what's the love-hate thing you have, for the music or for DJing?
I would say more the politics, man. The politics is like ridiculous out here, man. And everything is a monopoly board. So when people ask me, what's the Orlando DJ scene? Monopoly. Who can
Is
get
that-
over on each
right.
other?
Is that the promoters, club owners, or just everybody?
Both. Because you got promoters. If you my homeboy, I'm a bookie, even though you suck.
Right.
I know you're clearly not better than him, but
Right.
whatever. You're
You
my
You know
homeboy.
what I'm saying?
So
And that's the crazy part. That same homeboy will be on the radio,
Yeah,
and not the person who actually deserves to be on the radio.
right.
if
Because-
that's supposed to be your homeboy,
Right. Cause that's your homeboy. He's on the radio. He sucks, but he's on the radio. That's your homeboy. And then now that your homeboy for the next 3 months or 6 months, he thinks he's the shit.
So here's a fun question for you: bottle girl, bartender, or groupie?
who I prefer?
Prefer or order of importance? Let's say.
I love
It
this
gets
question.
everybody.
I know it gets everybody.
I mean, I had my fair share, but damn. Bartender.
Okay.
Importance to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, they're sober most of the night.
Okay.
Them
Right.
and the light man. Depends
Right.
on who's doing
Who
it.
the light man
Yeah,
is,
who
yeah.
the light man is. But so they they kind of got the same ear you got. Then they're used to hearing every DJ,
Right.
so they kind of know. So I usually tap in with the bartenders like, oh, how's the night or whatever.
So who's your least then?
Bottle girl.
Okay.
It's not important, man. Man, so not an important
Well,
job.
yeah,
It's-
you know
it's not.
they all IG models,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I got to quote
Like,
Drake.
dude.
I got to quote Drake on this. If you haven't been in Vogue,
Right.
you're not a model.
Right.
Yeah.
We had somebody on the show, and they said the first thing was groupie, and they made sense.
It makes
The
sense.
groupie would come the next week with her friend or her other girlfriends or whatever, and the following week
They'll keep
on
coming back. Yeah. So they bring people too. They might be they might be promoting and not even know.
Yeah.
But they a groupie. You know what I mean? So I guess
Depending on
everybody
your relationship with him, yeah.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's a groupie,
it's a groupie, yeah.
so
Okay.
there could be one groupie, two groupies, three groupies,
You can have a
four.
bunch, yeah. Whatever, you know what I mean?
It
Whatever
could be
you
a 9 to
prefer.
10, a 10 to 11.
And then you got the closer. Got the one that come after
That's
work.
funny as hell.
The closer is the most scariest one because when lights come on, you don't know, you know how she really looks.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
We talked about she might
Everybody else gonna know too,
Yeah.
but she'll be right there next to you. Like, oh,
Like, damn.
I can't even lie. Nah,
maybe
this
30 feet.
Yeah.
Make it run down.
Got to be COVID safe now. You know what I mean? Keep your 6 feet.
One butt cheeks hanging, one cheeks up.
Like, meet me by the bar.
Yeah.
I come over there. Don't worry
Be
about
over
it.
there.
Now the boss closed already. Remember at the end.
I'm coming outside. I'm waiting for my money.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
I'll be there.
One
You
with the
leave-
car. I'll
leave
be
out the
there.
back door.
I'll be over there.
That's crazy. I love these questions. So, do you produce? Says your dad.
Not like him. I'm not in. Like,
What did you ever produce any records that you?
I do like DJ edits, but not
DJ
like
edits.
production.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. No.
And any reason why you don't never got yourself into it?
I don't think my creativity is there yet.
No, I think you. I
I think you're putting it
yeah,
off.
yeah, you're putting it off.
I might be.
You overthinking it.
You know what? Oh,
Definitely.
because your dad did it, and you don't want to come
Disappoint.
to the point where he did. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what he's done a little bit, not much. If I have the right person, but
No, you
we'll
do.
get to that.
You
know what
do.
I'm saying? Get into it. You're gonna love the difference because you're controlling it yourself.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about the promoter, the club owner, the groupie, the bartender, anything.
Right.
You're in your own space. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Your father still has his equipment?
He still like ghost DJs, ghost producers sometimes. So,
Okay.
or he's more like on the A&R side. So he's
Okay,
like
that's what's up. Shit.
he listens
Well, if
and
you decide to
everything.
produce, let me know. Like, you know, like back in the days, kind of Death Row, kind of SDG.
Yeah, I'm sure your pops got some samples in the stash.
Yeah.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
that dude got stems. I'm still trying to take when I go to his house.
Oh, he got some acapellas and shit.
What?
Yeah, that's what I think about right there.
He's close to the Lost Boys, so anytime I try to get on his computer, I always try to search something real quick.
Right.
Try to take it.
The original Lost Boys, the first one.
Yep.
I think there was 3 parts, 3 sets of Lost Boys, if I'm not
It
mistaken.
used to be a whole gang.
Right,
Actually.
let's
Yeah,
go.
there
I
was
was
a
saying,
gang,
but
yeah.
like recording artists, and it was the one we grew up with, Mr. Cheeks, and Freaky Time, stuff like that. I think there was also another one before them, actually, as well. It's been, and now there's a new generation of Lost Boys too.
What, they kids doing it or something like that?
No. So Mr. Cheeks has another 2 or 3 guys that actually rapping now as well. So it's a new generation of Lost Boys. There's actually an album out right now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
didn't
So
even
like
know
I said, the generation of Lost Boys, you know, has done change.
Yeah.
Mr. Cheeks still involved. If I'm wrong, somebody quote me in the comments. But he's still involved, but basically it's different other artists as well.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine. He was he still is an engineer. I'm not gonna say his name, but he used to bless me with acapellas like crazy. I'm
That's
not
who
gonna
I
say
need
who
right
or
now.
what acapellas, but
I tell you one thing, nobody's fucking with Test Smooth and acapellas. I'll tell you one thing, Test Smooth got the only acapella collection.
And when you get in hold of Beyonce stems,
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
okay, you
Exactly.
know somebody.
They
now.
give. I mean, the artists themselves are getting him most.
Yeah.
I guess, and I can't wait till I get Test Move on the show, and we already spoke about that, and hear those stories how he's get those acapellas
Right.
because, those remixes he do, those acapellas, forget about it. It's a whole new record.
I done watched that dude make a beat in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say how much he got paid, but I saw it. 20 minutes, you made that much money.
what's up.
Yeah, man. So tell me, DJ Drama or DJ Khaled?
Drama all the way.
Why?
I'll give you an example. Khaled is the radio, Drama in the streets.
Damn, Junebug.
Yeah, that's,
He
But
says
that-
the same.
It is what it is,
That's what
yeah.
it is.
Is it not?
yeah.
Same artist, just different.
Different elements.
There's different elements. Yeah, there's a spot for each of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? One's not better than the other. Just one has the streets, one has the, the radio. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Both have their own personalities. They
Yeah.
have, they tend to give people what they want. From all over the world.
They
It's not
both have
just-
value.
They both have
You know,
value.
they both have
to the
value.
culture.
Yeah, it's a culture thing. Even though Drama, yeah, he's on Sirius, he's on the radio and things like that. Is he a household name? No, but to the streets he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you will always be successful in that. Because look at Jay-Z.
Yeah. They gonna support, man. Streets, the hood supports. If you give back, the hood supports, man. You know what I mean? Definitely.
This era, the crack era, every
Crack
era. I'm just saying.
But this
Yeah,
is why I said earlier, why don't the older DJs put on the street DJs?
Because they're scared.
I guess it just depends on the DJ too.
Depend on DJ too.
You know what I mean? Because I've given people one thing I don't do. I do not share my hard drive. Here's my reasoning. My reasoning is I got a lot of vinyl I've recorded that nobody has. Instrumental, same thing, acapellas, like a lot of things.
Dubs, right.
Dubs, remixes, shit that the label put out that
Never got
only
put out.
radio DJs got, but they gave me. I got the vinyl, and I've moved them into my hard drive. But let's say I give you a copy of my hard drive, then what's the difference of a promoter booking you over me? You got my music. You know what I mean? I may play it different. We may both, but at the end of the day, you got the same songs I got. You know what I mean? So I will never share my hard drive. If you want a song, yeah, I'll share the song with you. But a lot of DJs get upset with me if they ask, yo, can I copy your hard drive? And I'll tell you who I got this from. I got this, rest in peace to Jimmy Jams. I was really close with Jimmy Jams, and Jimmy Jams had the only bass music collection. You know what I'm saying? Like his garage was just full of vinyl. When I say full, it was ridiculous. Vinyl on the floor. He just, you know what I mean? But he had everything on the hard drive, and I used to always bother him, yo, Jimmy, let me get a copy of that bass hard drive, whatever. And you know what I mean? It wasn't I didn't get upset with him because I understood where he was coming from, but I used to ask every time I went to his house, yo, Jimmy, let me get them records. Yo, Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? But I never got them. You know what I mean? But same thing. What would be the difference? He gave me all his files and stuff like that. Because Jimmy, he was on the radio a long time, and he was around for a long time, and he was at the beginning of all that bass music, and
Right.
you know what I mean? And his collection that's another one's collection. It was sick. You know what I mean? So that's why, with that, with the streets and stuff like that, so I understand why you're saying Drama.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Do you got a record collection? Or you just basically have everything?
No, it's-
Hard drive.
I would say it's more so my dad. My stuff is personally
Yours.
hard drive and stuff.
If you go to your dad's, yours.
Right.
Yeah, he still.
It's in the family.
He
You know what I'm
still be. I don't touch that
saying?
record.
Not yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
I guess
yet,
when he
but-
get older, I'll be like, yeah, that's
yeah,
mine.
yeah,
But
yeah. What you said now?
he still certain records like, nah, yeah, take that.
Right,
Like,
right,
all right.
Yeah, so it's an emotional attachment, man. I remember where every piece of vinyl I got, who I got it from, when I got it. I can remember all of that. So you get that emotional attachment to it. I don't know if you feel that same way, June, but
You know what? Yeah. I mean, my records come before my wife. I'm keeping it real.
yeah, no, my records don't talk
They
back.
don't talk back to me.
You know what I mean? They make me feel good.
Cover up. Nobody touches besides me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody touched
Hey, nobody touched it because I know exactly where every piece of vinyl is. My shit's in
mean-
alphabetical order.
See, that's one thing. I'm not on the alphabetical order yet.
Yeah,
But
nah.
I'm talking about, I think it's 16,000 records. Like,
Something like that.
I don't got time to go right now. Go over.
I took time because I was trying to
Yeah.
find shit and I couldn't find it. So I took like a couple months and I
Yeah.
put my shit in alphabetical
I
order.
started doing it by groups. Then the groups fell apart.
Right. Yeah,
my
that's
dad.
fucked up.
like I did like rock, like Rockefeller, and then they all split. I did Junior. Damn, June. Oh fuck the game. Now he's up here now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Keep him with the West Coast.
My dad used to hate me because I would like being the quick mixing. But he'll, I guess y'all know, when you take it out the record, I guess you like put it sideways.
Sideways on the
sorry.
crate.
Yeah.
Not me. So my dad's like, yo, you ain't gonna put it away? And I was like, I'll do it at the end. He's like, hell no, we're gonna be here for 2 hours.
Well, not even now. You're gonna scratch the shit up.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, man.
You know what I
He
mean?
used to, and his needles, oh my God. He used to take that so serious, dude. Make sure you put the needle up, put the dust cover on. He'll know if you played on it. He'll
That's good.
oh yeah, my dad, he loves it.
Any artists from out here you listen to?
In Orlando?
Local artists. Yeah.
Fresh, the real Fresh.
Real fresh. Okay.
He's like the only really one that I'm really like tapped in like that
You
with.
tapped in with? Okay.
Yeah, like he'll invite me to the studio and everything.
Right. Do you play his music in the club?
Oh yeah, all the time.
How's the,
When I do the
how's the
bottle
reaction?
popper clubs, yeah, huh?
Bottle club. Okay. Gotcha.
Well, it's good because I tell him what's the trained air, so he knows what to make at the time.
Okay.
So it's gonna be easy to blend it
Yeah.
because you know what to make.
Right.
That's what's good.
You wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. Oh, that's it sounded like Pop Smoke or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's up. So you're giving them that inside.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
I ain't a
always-
hater,
always
man.
needed.
I didn't got a lot of game from DJs, so I
Yeah.
just pass it on, man.
No, absolutely. Top 5 DJs from when you first started DJing. Give me your top 5, and then top 5 DJs that you would listen to now.
All right, so top 5 back then: Big Ben, Mr. C, Scratch, Jeff, and this guy. He's way before my time, but I heard tapes. His name is Hollywood.
Yep,
Hollywood,
DJ
yeah.
Hollywood.
He used to be like nasty on the mic.
Oh,
I'm
on the
like,
mic.
yo,
Yeah,
this dude,
yeah.
the way he just brings in the record, I was like, this dude is. I used to ask my dad, like, yo, is he really DJing? My dad's like, no, he's doing this live.
Yeah, he
I
was.
was like,
Yeah,
no, that dude was amazing.
What was,
DJ
what was that
Hollywood.
record he had? He had a record that
it was a party record.
party record. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a party record. And nothing. And the sample that a lot of records sample from is Isaac Hayes record.
I think I was listening
DJ
to it.
Hollywood.
I like
It
listening
has,
to
and
it.
it had some.
Some-
back to
it was like callbacks.
Callback, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
callbacks,
I'm
yeah.
saying? But it was to this day.
It's
I mean,
classic,
you
yeah.
actually DJ a nice old school party and you play that shit. The 40 and over should know the fuck
Yeah.
it is. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But my DJs today, I would say, my generation I'm speaking of.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Arsonist. I'd say Jax. Crush. DJ Reckless. And my last is a tie between 2.
Okay.
That's fine.
DJ Exclusive and JR.
Okay.
Okay, so I hear exclusive every Saturday. I go to the Mangoes.
Now exclusivity.
Oh, that's okay.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Okay.
He be Reckless a lot. He does shots and everything.
Okay.
Open format DJ, but
Okay.
nasty dude.
Dope.
That's
Nasty.
correct me on that. I didn't know that was 2 different ones.
Yeah, it's 2. Exclusive, then you got Exclusive City. One is Spanish, one is black.
Okay. Oh, that's different.
Man, well, that's how you would know. Like, oh, all right.
Right.
Oh, you the black one. Okay, you the Spanish one.
Should I? You want to go into the
Go ahead,
samples?
yes, go on.
Samples?
So this next segment of the podcast is called Sample Who.
Okay.
We're gonna name. So we got usually 4. We got 5 because
Because of your history.
Because your history of your
Okay.
pops, I never could find the name. So I was stuck between 2 people who produced the Lost Boys' first album that I didn't recognize names wise. So you're gonna hear something. I just gave you the goddamn one of the answers anyway. But anyway,
Well, I say, I think I know who made one of them.
yeah. First, Smoke. First sample.
Takes a while. So who used it?
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
One more time, one more
Play it
time.
again. Play it again.
Let it drop in. Drop it in real
Play
quick.
it. Play.
Let it drop.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm your substitute teacher. My name is Mr. Buckworth. The topic for today is what you would like to be when you grow up.
I don't think we could play too much of it.
I'll get it. Edit. Don't worry about it.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm your substitute teacher. My name is Mr. Buttworth. The topic for today is what you would like to be when you grow up.
Why, when the bass line come, I'm gonna get it or something?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wear a jean shirt. What you want to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a police officer.
Alrighty, that's a pretty good profession.
It's a long fucking
You
intro.
over there in that black shirt. What
I'm
you want
surprised
to
you
be
didn't
when
get
you
it
grow
from here.
up?
I would like to be a fireman.
Alright, that's a pretty good profession too. Hey, you in the back with those French braids. What's your name?
My name is Snoop.
Alright, Snoop. What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody.
Still can't get it? Play the original again one more time. So you can get it right there? Because if we let it continue playing, let it play continue. You would have got it easier, but we're
Right,
about
right,
easy
right.
shit here.
All right, let's go to the second one.
Why y'all cutting them so
You
fast?
should know that. You should know that.
You should know it, and then
Like, damn, give me at least the first symbol of the bass line.
Go
or
ahead, go
something.
ahead. One more time.
This is once you can bounce to it, you should know it.
Take a guess. You might know it.
you might know at least the artist.
Give me the album.
If I give you the album, then
You're gonna know exactly who the artist is.
I just thought about that shit. I was like,
I was gonna see he's gonna answer. Like, oh, all
I'll
right.
give you the album, but then I give you the album, you name a song, or at least a feature on the record. I was Iron Man. Play that shit.
Cool. He be out one way or another. Quick. Maybe I can stick around for a while.
No, that's out, man. You know, what can we, the Lords, do with a punk like you?
Kiss my ass, motherfucker.
Burn him.
Just me and you, motherfucker. Just me and you. I put trademarks around your fucking eye.
Wow.
So when we looking, we're looking. Good. Stop that one.
All right, move to the next one.
So
That's funny because my dad's gonna watch this and be like, he's gonna call me so mad. I played these in the house. I'm
that's
like,
what,
yo, dude.
again, I did a little bit of my homework. You know what I'm saying? Get the next one.
JD.
JD produced
So
it.
she produced it.
Who
but
used it?
Who used it?
Oh, Sierra and Bow Wow.
Oh, there
There
you
you
go.
go. There you go.
Ding, ding,
give him
ding,
applause for that. Just give him applause. He
He
got,
got that one. He got that one.
he got the producer too.
Right, right, right.
So that's a bonus. That's a bonus.
Yeah, that-
I mean, no disrespect to JD, but JD, you can tell by the drums.
Yeah. Well,
JD got some hits too.
Yeah, oh,
Not
yeah.
some, a lot of hits.
Ready?
Yep.
I need love.
let it play a little
I
bit.
need life. I need to know.
He getting in trouble for this one. That's one
Oh, I
thing
know.
for sure.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, play it.
I'm saying this our third joint, you know what I mean? You're gonna tell me about how we shouldn't even come out and keep it real, cause
My dad's
man,
gonna kill me, dude.
I'm saying, man,
How dare you.
We're not talking about keeping it real, you know what I'm saying, record wise, we're talking about your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? That's
the
how we
samples
get
at?
down, man. We ain't talking about no running
To the
around
next
just
one. All right, let's get back.
All right, let's go to that last sample.
No, you gotta play because the sample comes in. Let it play.
Oh. That's Lost Boys.
Yes.
Lifestyle of the rich and famous.
Yes, he got that one. Applause.
He got that one for sure. Yeah.
I just slowed that down in my head. I was like, oh.
So, who is your dad, the producer?
Right.
Because as you see, I had 2 Lost Boy records there, 2 different producers from the album. Because I knew the other 2 producers, but not the other 2. So, as a producer credit on the album, what is your dad's name?
He has it under Hitman.
The Hitman.
However,
right.
he was, so my dad was peoples with Spig Nice.
Okay.
So what he was doing, he was giving them the bass line to everything.
Gotcha.
So I'm
So
not really,
out of those 2 records, I'm sorry, out of those 2
Yeah.
records I played, did he do anything on those 2 records?
no.
No.
He did the Benz Beamers and but he did the bass line.
Right.
The doom doom
Doom,
doom
doom,
doom.
yeah.
Yeah. Then he did I know he did Renee. He did the bass on that though.
Okay.
One of the hardest bass lines.
Oh my god. Dude.
Renee.
On the keyboard, by the way.
Yeah, because, again, I ain't know too much. And I just found out, actually, Wednesday at fucking 3 in the morning. Shout out to Jay Johnson, and to LimeWire, who told me about. But they didn't know either who it was. So going back to the credits, well, I knew Easy Mo B.
Easy Mo,
wasn't,
oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't P. It was in P Rock. So there's 2 other artists they feature. 2
other producers, yeah.
Feature on the album, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take one from each. If I knew he was doing the bass line stuff like that, I would take much more. But you should still call the other 2. I mean, the other one, because you probably had that
I know.
playing in your
Mine-
household.
He's gonna call me when he sees this. I'm like, how dare you, man?
If you had a choice to do club parties, I mean, the club parties, house parties, or corporate parties, what do you prefer?
Clubs, because they're quicker,
Quicker meaning
less
that-
time.
Less time.
I'd rather DJ for 2 or an hour than be sitting up there for 6, 7 hours my whole day. Granted, it's cool, but 6, 7 hours compared to 2, 3 hours, I'm out the door.
That could be 5 or 6 hours.
But you're going to get more money, too. Corporate money.
Right. But he made a comment in the beginning. It's not about the money.
It ain't about the money for me.
Right.
It's just the time.
Yeah, time. And time is money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Your time is money, so.
Your time is money no matter what.
Right.
Where do you see, where you see the Orlando scene 2 years from now, 5 years from now?
Very different. I see it as, honestly, sad to say, I feel like the dancing scene is starting to come back around. Because my generation, they don't spend money.
Right.
They dance their ass off, bro.
Yeah.
So just from TikTok and everything, I feel like the dancing scene is going to be around for the next 2, 3 years. So I kind of feel like it's going to be more,
Like dancing in the club, actually?
still random mixing,
Right.
not making sense.
Right.
It's going to be a lot more dancing.
But you know who I thought, and this is going to be funny, but you know who I think kind of brought back to started doing the dancing was Soulja Boy. He's always the first.
Yep.
You
Even
know
the
what I mean?
TikTok dance, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that was what, the early 2000s?
That was, the early 2000s. You know, because our era, too, there was some dancing, but a lot of it was
Y'all was like
head
gangsta
nodding.
dancing.
Yeah, it was
Doing the WAP and stuff.
mean
Y'all not
mugging.
going crazy. Man.
You know what I mean?
Shit, I still do the WAP. To
Say
every
that,
song on the radio.
Well, you know, the WAP means something else now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do the WAP. I do the WAP,
Yeah.
the Bismarck, the Humpty Dance.
So you got to make sure you're talking about which WAP, because, you know what I mean?
But still, like, those dances, like, even gangsters was doing. Like,
Yeah.
You ain't going to see no thug in there generating his hips. Like,
Right.
Doing the Diddy shit.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
ain't doing that.
Shit, I did the Diddy shit yesterday.
Take that.
Take that.
You stayed the whole night?
Shit. I got home at 5 in the morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
So yeah, I said after the night.
Damn.
Yeah, shit. What are your thoughts about club owners or even club promoters not taking the proper steps of making sure the DJ equipment is right for the DJ?
Oh, my God. It's very important. However, I would say this. Might be leaning that way towards, like, in the next 5 years.
Leaning
I
towards
think
what?
club owners need to hire a DJ. I would say for sound, and somewhat lighting if they're into that.
Mm-hmm.
But especially when it comes to sound, I think it's important to hire a DJ.
Well, a DJ or even a sound. I mean, there's sound men out to do sound, and like it all depends on the club because I remember back in the days, like Taboo had a light guy and a sound guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Firestone had a sound guy
Yeah.
and a
But
light
they
guy.
were doing some, the concerts. You know what I mean? So
Well, besides, but they were still
Right.
doing regular club nights as
Right.
well.
I'm talking about for sound though.
Right.
So if it's strictly for sound, I would hire a DJ before I hire a sound guy. The sound guy just gonna give me what he graduated on and look in the book like, oh, okay, that needs to go there and there. Versus the DJ is gonna know, hey man, put an S9 up there. Depending on who's here, have a pair of techniques stacked just for backup because you never know.
yeah, I think, but I understand what you're saying, but it has to be like you said, it has to be a seasoned DJ.
Yeah, he has to definitely know what he's doing.
You know what I mean? To know what he's doing. Because I could walk in and be like, yo, I'm a DJ. I want to do sound. You know what I mean? So it has to be somebody with a rep and somebody that they know they can trust. You know what I mean? Especially definitely having a monitor in the booth.
Yeah,
Some
monitor be
places-
right here in your face and then the mic's right here.
Yeah.
You're like, how is this making sense?
Right.
There's gonna be a feedback as soon as I turn the mic.
Yeah,
on.
sometimes I've been at clubs and you don't even have a monitor in the booth.
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
mix with your headphones and
Yeah.
shit. That's the worst.
Those the worst. Especially when people
Yeah.
trying to talk to you.
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
difficult, yeah.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
That's a whole different type of pressure.
Then they be being cheap with speakers too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, why we got bird rangers in here?
Yeah.
You got the money. Buy the QSCs. Get what you need to get. Don't try to half-ass it because you're trying to make the money back
And the
real
next
quick.
week is gonna blow out. And then
Well, that's funny
like the same
because
shit.
I could go back to a story. June should remember this. We used to DJ this club and we was talking about it a little bit earlier. It was called Silhouettes, right? And while we had our night, it changed ownership to a producer, DJ Clay D. All right, do your history on Clay D. Actually, Little John got his first drum machine from Clay D. Clay D, right?
Wow.
So I could get deep into that history, but Clay D used to run the club for us. Clay D was crazy. Well, he still is crazy, but great dude. Like if he loved you, you know what I mean. He loved
beautiful person, yeah.
Great dude, man. I have nothing to say bad about him. But when he took it over, he bought in his speakers, right? The shit was a whole wall. Remember that shit, June?
Yep.
He took, and that club was huge. Like it looked like a block party. That's how many speakers he took a whole wall and he bring all his speakers, and that shit was like monstrous. This shit was massive. So that's how I get
Like
what
a
you're
Service
saying.
a lot video shoot.
It was like that's exactly what it looked like. It looked like he was doing a video, like it was gonna be a sound clash. You know what I mean? Like some dancehall DJs was gonna come in there.
EAWs in there and all that.
Yeah, no, it was insane. But I remember that shit. That's a core memory, vivid. You know what I mean? So I guess I can understand and relate to what you mean by they should hire a DJ, especially for the sound. You know,
Because you're gonna know, like you said, you have to be seasoned and know
right,
what you're doing.
right,
I like a sound where I can stand anywhere in the club and I'm gonna feel it.
yeah. I want to feel the bass.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
I don't want to be standing at the door and we're talking like this, or I'm standing at the bar and we're talking like this. Like I
Right.
get it, yeah, but still, like I need that.
that knock. Yeah,
feel.
yeah,
So even if you're gonna have the vocals low, have that bass hitting there.
right. At least
It'll
something.
make you feel like need to bop your head or something.
Yeah,
Right.
Instead of just sitting there waiting for a drink, you're just like, all right, and you're on your phone.
yeah. It's quiet. Yeah.
Right. Quiet shit. So anything you working on right now? Any current projects? Anything? Any new nightclubs you coming along? You talked about the being on the radio, working that out. You said right?
Yeah, I'm also working on the radio. My idea is I want to, when I get into it, get my feet wet. My initial idea is to bring in DJs and have them do like a guest set. Introduce
for
them
your
to
show.
yeah.
For your show. They used to have that way back in the days. They used to have some DJs that did respect other DJs, brought in DJs that were in the streets and have like an hour show on their show basically.
But that's what I was telling the program director. That's what I could bring to the show.
Right.
I'm an actual DJ. I'm still in the street, so I can bring that element in a professional way, and we can get the ratings up because they live here.
Right.
So their people's gonna tune in, of course.
Yeah.
It's really easy, man. I just don't know. Like it's the ego thing, man.
Right.
Just egos, a bunch of egos.
Too many egos.
Too many. That's the problem.
There's too many egos and there's a lot of money out there.
Everybody could get it too.
Yep.
That's this crazy thing.
We could all eat.
There's enough for everybody.
It's a lot of. I think we kind of lack creativity here too a little bit. Cause I feel like a lot of DJs sound the same.
Yeah.
Same records over and over.
Not even that, because you can play the same records, you just play differently.
Pretty differently, right?
But
But
you have
that's-
DJs
but
that will
they're-
play
they're
just
set.
like the next DJ. And like, okay, I get it. If you look up to them or whatever, but still, like, put your style into it. You gotta emulate them.
You know what I noticed difference from now to back then when we used to DJ in the club? For one night, there's 4 or 5 DJs sometimes.
Yeah, that's
And
OD.
like, I don't understand how you even get a
You
wave.
get to
You know what I'm saying?
to
even
vibe.
comfortable vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got 4 or 5 DJs on one night. Then the doors got to open at 5 p.m. You know what I'm saying to make that shit happen. But I see that shit now opening at 10 o'clock, closing at 2. You got 4 or 5 DJs.
Yeah, because I told you with this random mixing, and everybody want to be a quick mixer now. You going through 300-400 songs in almost less than an hour. So yeah, it's kind of needed because now you need a fresh mind to get on. Because you're like, damn, I just played damn near my whole laptop. Now what?
What do you think is because the promoters don't believe in the DJ bringing the crowd and keeping the crowd there? Or is because basically they'd rather have 4 DJs that they thinking that 4 DJs gonna bring 4 types of different crowds and more different people into the club?
Promoters think they're gonna bring the crowd, but you know that's. When I was growing up, that's not what
It
was.
wasn't that. Right, of course.
You was just booked to DJ.
Right.
So, I mean, and people come with you. People come with you.
Right.
So,
You know, we did a lot of our own parties, so we were the promoters ourselves. So that was
Yeah,
a
we
big
did.
deal for us.
We did all our flyers
All our
ourselves.
flyers,
We handed them out ourselves.
late nights,
Yep.
early morning.
but that's what I love about the open format scene too, because I could do a bar on Wall Street, and I'll meet 20, 30 people from all different races, ages, everything.
Right.
Come Sunday Funday, you got Asians in there, you got Brazilians, Afro, like.
Right.
That's why I like open format.
Building your brand. You know,
Absolutely.
they might need you for something else.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I would rather turn down a bottle popper gig than take a open format gig because
Right.
I'm gonna gain more from that versus playing for the little 2 hours and I'm screaming on the mic and the girls just doing this with the
Right,
bottles.
right.
So
Well, talking about bottles, don't forget P1 Vodka.
shout out to Lou, man.
Shout out to Lou who's
Danny.
out there. Danny,
Chris.
right, the DJ, right?
Yep, Danny Garcia, Chris Ayo.
So shout out to P1 Vodka. Shout out to True Leaf, making smoking a little easier for smoking than anybody else. Any final words for the listeners and the audience?
Love what you do, man. Don't always do it for the money. Always. It's good to get paid, but
Yeah, the money will come.
money will definitely come.
Yeah.
And if I want to book you or anybody else wants to book you, how to get
Yeah. Shout out your socials.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that.
you can book me at Instagram, DJ Not Boogie. That's DJ NABOOGIE, and yeah, man, we'll talk about the price and everything. But like I said, I don't care about that. Just let me know the structure, format, and
Right.
I'll do it for you.
And shout out to Not Boogie's dad. Don't be mad at him. We did the samples real quick.
Yeah, man, they was giving me 8 seconds.
He should have known the last one though. The last one before the last, because it was a Lost Boy record. Stuff like that. Well, many thanks to you, Not Boogie, for showing us love on our podcast.
This was fun, man.
You know?
I like stuff like this. I think the city need more of this. Honestly,
So, we're gonna try to keep doing this till the wheels fall off, put the new wheels back on, and keep
Right.
on going and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Try to meet some new DJs we don't know, and try to
Right.
bring maybe some unity or just a different outlook. You know what I mean? On what different DJs is doing, what different clubs they doing. You know, just
I feel like this is a great platform, especially for like my generation upcoming, because y'all telling stories. So it's like y'all almost giving us the Biggie effect. You're giving us a story to tell.
yeah. No, we could like.
There's a lot more stories we haven't even touched.
I got we got because we've
saying,
been
like-
around a long time. Like I know my parents moved here in '92, right? I met Junebug a couple years later.
No, not even that many, because I moved in '93. It was a summer.
So yeah, it was a
93,
summer.
yeah.
So that's how long we've known each other. You know, and a lot of times I tell people this: don't just because you don't see us together doesn't mean we don't talk. Doesn't mean that we don't have a history and stuff like that. Because whenever he calls me, it doesn't matter. I'm here if he needs something, and I know he would do vice versa. Even though years passed, there was years that we didn't talk.
I ain't seen him or talk.
Yeah, it was no beef. We just didn't cross paths. You know, sometimes
life.
you go
Life throws you curveballs.
different directions. Yeah, and I think in the past couple years, trying to almost getting that '90s vibe back. You know, so like I said, you know, when he hit me up, I didn't even take a minute to respond to his text. He was like, "Yo, Corinne, I want to do." Let's do it. Before I even finish reading it,
Let's do it.
let's do it. You know what I mean? Because Orlando has a lot of history. Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of producers that you would never know. You know, Diplo's from Winter Garden.
Never knew that.
Yep, Diplo's from Winter Garden.
Never knew that.
You know, there's a lot of people that's from Central Florida, talented, huge artists.
Wow.
And I'm gonna try to get Diplo. I'm gonna reach out. But there's a couple other people that I'll say. But we have a deep history.
A lot.
You know, and about a lot of people. And once we get them on here, then we'll expose them a little bit. You know what I mean? Or go
But I
back,
feel like
tell some
this
throwback stories. You know?
This is a lesson, you know.
Yeah.
This can help
Yeah.
the DJ world.
Yeah. And
Well,
that's
it's about the DJs right now. I mean,
Right.
it's about the culture. I mean, not saying if you're not a DJ, you won't be on the show, but we're trying to focus on the DJs right now,
Right.
and then get to everybody else later.
yeah, because I would love to get some promoters up here.
Promoters,
You know,
some
because
producers.
they got history too. You know, they got stories. You know, especially they could take about the worst DJs. There's a lot of things that they could definitely talk about. Yeah, I mean, like
There's some shitty DJs out here.
yeah, you know, there is. You know what I mean? There's some shitty promoters. So, but
So shitty bartenders.
Some shitty
shitty everything.
You know what I mean?
There's some shitty groupies. I fucked up.
right. It's just across the board. You
Yo,
know what I mean?
play your role. You're the 9 and 10.
You know, that's the time you show up. You know what I mean? But
Stand right at the bar till the lights come on. Don't come in the booth.
Don't come in the booth. You know what I mean?
You got my number, text me.
Right. But we definitely appreciate you taking time out your
For
day
sure,
and
yes,
come,
definitely.
hang out with us.
Anytime, man.
Round of applause, man.
Yeah, on the Respect the DJ podcast. You know what I mean?
Many thanks to our loyal listeners and to our viewers. Until the next episode, we see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Respect the DJ podcast. Peace.
Street Dreams Music Group. Play that. Play that. Play that.
According to Curtis Blow and Pete DJ Jones, Hollywood was the first rapper in the hip-hop style, making him the father of the hip-hop style. Before Hollywood introduced hip-hop style rapping, he had already impacted DJing by creating a set that included singing, rhyming, and call and response, where he interacted with the crowd. Rappers have been using some of his creations for the last 30 years, such as Throw Your Hands in the Air and Wave 'em Like You Just Don't Care. DJ Hollywood, Respect the DJs podcast, salutes you.